Right.
Well, if his lawyer, he's the one consulting with, I presume his lawyer is telling him he might have to go by the Georgia law right here. So Glenn Brock, I should say, thou who toutest thyself as knowing all about school law, you evidently don't know squat about school law. Because let me turn over in this section over here, okay? Look over here in 20-2-989, same point, section 8 right there. And look over there in paragraph 4 right there. It says that each local policy set up by each local school system shall have a policy that has number 4, quote, a statement that the complainant shall be entitled to an opportunity to be heard, to present relevant evidence, and to examine witnesses. What does that say right there, Mr. Haynes? Am I making
level?
Read, right? At each level. Am I making that up?
Makes sense to me.
Now, Doug Hendricks, Glenn Brock, the lawyer, the superintendent, what's his name again? Edmund Heatley, Sergeant Heatley. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. If you read the law, it says that the teacher has the right to be heard, to present relevant evidence, and to examine witnesses at each level. So when you're out there saying they don't have that right, you don't know your butt from deep center field. I'm just telling you that right now. Now that's another lawyer we're going to have to deal with, right? We subpoenaed one the other day, right? We won 2 hearings recently against DeKalb County.
That's
right?
right.
What was that, those labor disputes?
That's right.
You went out there, the last one we had it right in the conference room, right? We did it over the phone, and one of you went to the last one and represented the lady in person, correct?
Exactly.
Did y'all subpoena the lawyer out there, what's his name, Ron Ramsey?
Senator Ramsey.
Senator, right? He's a state senator. He's sworn to uphold the law, right?
Exactly. State senator.
Did he show up?
Did not show.
Well, I think the bar needs to know about that, right? The Georgia, I think it's called the State Bar of Georgia. Yeah, the State Bar of Georgia. That's what it's called officially down there in the Hurt building. I think I have some complaint forms in my drawer over here.
That's right.
And folks, we need to go to the Professional Standards Commission too against these superintendents not going by the Georgia law when it comes to the state law. Now we'll see if Kelly Henson and all these guys down the, let me tell you about the Professional Standards Commission, folks. Professional Standards Commission, sometimes about as soft as that little pillow right there against administrators. They want to throw down the axe against teachers, right?
That's right.
I think they were set up by the good old boys just to try to control teachers. But when a principal almost got to hit a kid upside the head with a baseball bat to be really called on the carpet down there. Now that superintendent out there in Gwinnett County had 42,000, I believe, serious cases of discipline. He's required by the law to report to the state. And Ben, you know how many he reported to the state? Zero. They went in there, they gave him a hard slap on the hand. Hard slap on the hand.
There you go.
What's his name out there? I can't remember the name of that. The Wilbanks guy, right?
That's right.
First name again.
Is it Jesse?
No, not Jesse. He's that Jesse Bradley down there at Griffin. I can't even think of Wilbanks. Superintendent Wilbanks out there. I can't even think of it first. I'll think of it as soon as it goes off the air right here, right?
Okay.
But Wilbanks. Start off, I think, as a shop teacher over there in DeKalb County. Before I know it, he's superintendent over here in the biggest school system in the state of Georgia, over in Gwinnett County. He is one arrogant Gwinnetian, in my opinion, okay? Now, while we're getting on superintendents, it was something that just came to mind. That superintendent in Atlanta, Beverly Hall. Now she's calling experts. Listen, you don't need experts. If you can't see that there was cheating going on, when you got such aberration in numbers and such this discrepancy in the numbers where the kids score down here one year and up here the next year, folks, that's the law of the large numbers. That's why they could take 400 registered voters. They look at those likely to vote in a poll. You can do whether it's the Gallup poll or the Zogby poll, and they can almost predict to the number who's going to get elected president. They make a few mistakes within a margin of error of 1 or 2% at the most, right?
That's right.
But all this, you don't have to know much about standard deviation, the law of large numbers, to know the kids score down here. Now, all the anecdotal evidence, I talk to teachers all the time. I said, little kid's supposed to score so high at the elementary school. In the 5th grade, they come over here to 6th grade, they can't even read. Hey, Beverly, there's some cheating going on in your school system. Now, go ahead and admit it, okay? Cheating, C-H-E-A-T-I-N-G. Cheating in the Atlanta public schools, folks. Now, people know that. I read on the blog the other day, not blogging my own name. I put my own name on that. I think I'm the only one, right? I think the only one put my own name down there, right? I'm John Trotter. Now, you know who I am, folks. Come and get me. All right? You know who I am. I debate any educational issue with anybody in the state of Georgia because there's so much cheating going on out there. Systematic cheating. Not just the cab in Atlanta. All over, especially the urban, the strong, big locals. Listen, when you have 100,000 students and stuff, let me tell you what, there's so much junk going on in some of these school systems.
That's right.
But, so Beverly's out there, and she's going to get these experts, because she still doesn't want to admit that there's cheating going on at Deerwood Academy about it. Now, the governor's office, Governor Perdue, his Office of School Accountability and all that, they said there's cheating going on. You know, yeah, the governor, and then she doesn't want to admit it. Now, I have to give Crawford Lewis credit. You know, I don't give him credit for much because he ain't credible for much, in my opinion, okay? I'll give him credit that he went on, and although he wanted people to feel sorry for the principal and writing emails and all that, and I ain't seen that kind of empathy or sympathy even for teachers.
Yeah, exactly.
But all of a sudden, you know, they did go after those who were propagating the cheating, I think, over Atherton, and they had some big scandals all on TV about the lady saying she got fired or something about the allegations of cheating over at King. But anyway, on the email the other day, somebody wrote on there, because I said I won't trust anybody Beverly Hall brings in. If she's compensating them anyway, directly or indirectly, through conferences or whatever,
Exactly.
I said, I don't trust anybody. I said, first of all, you don't need somebody. There's cheating going on, Beverly. Just admit it. But somebody wrote in there, I taught in Atlanta. This lady wrote along, but used her real name, I think. It looked like a legitimate name, like John Trotter, legitimate name. She said, I agree with Dr. Trotter. I worked in the school system. I saw the cheating firsthand. I went to tell the principal, and all next thing I know, they fired me.
Wow.
Now, I have a case, one of our teachers said that one of the elementary schools up in Atlanta, this about 3 years ago, the teacher who got Teacher of the Year, another teacher saw this person cheating, and this teacher reported it. Guess what? That person still got Teacher of the Year, and they fired the other lady.
Wow.
I mean, if that's not sending a message out there to you, folks, we don't really mind if you cheat. In fact, we want you to cheat. We want those scores to go up.
Exactly.
Folks, these CRCT, ITBS, all these tests, in a way, ain't worth the SHIT. You understand? Just turn the teachers loose and let the teachers teach the kid. They know how to be creative and get to the kid.
Exactly.
Some kids are coming in with real low self-esteem, low motivation, all kind of horror stories in the background. Some kids are highly motivated. Some kids, you just got to be able to treat kids differently. You can't, I coined a phrase today. I wrote a letter to some central office person, and I even put a note in there. I said, no, I'm just copywriting that term right there. I usually call these folks educrats, but now they become so like robots. I'm calling them robotica. No, robotic. I can't even say it. Roboticators, right?
Okay.
Like educators.
Wow.
I coined that one now.
That's it.
That's mine. That's mine.
Right.
Educrat was mine. I came up with educrat years ago.
Yeah.
These are the people working at central office. They never see any kids, right? They make more money than everybody. Going around supervising everybody. Going around and you know, just trying to breathe wrath on the teacher. What happened to these folks supposed to be support personnel? They call them support personnel from the central office, right? They ain't supporting anybody. Exactly. It's not any kind of leadership. Get that camera on me right now. I want to hear this one. This one. I don't want to be like Jose. I want Jose show you. Put that camera on me. But I do want to make this one point. Then you got. I realize that people like being a lot more pretty than I am. Not prettier, all right? But JB, I got an ugly face, but I want them to hear this thing right here. You gotta have leadership by inspiration, not by intimidation. These moronic administrators, Ben. Now put the camera back on Ben. Look at him. Ben's a handsome guy over here. Look at him. I tell you what, he was with me in the store the other day, and I've been through that same cashier, and she ain't hardly uttered boo to me. And I walked in the store with him, in the same line. She said, now who is this you have with you? I said, his name Puddin' Taint. Ask me again, I'll tell you the same. That's a true story, it's Ben. That's a true story. He just has an effect on the women. I don't know what it is. Oh, man, I got to clean his head, though, right? JB, if my head's shining right now, because if it is, I'm going to take my napkin out. And my handkerchief, rather. If I got.
He's on that, that's all.
He's
on that.
Hey, now, I was somewhere one time. I think it was Dr. Norman Thomas was speaking somewhere. Norman, great educator, great administrator in Atlanta for years, should have been the school superintendent there. He was